Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine. I hope you're all having a lovely day. And if you are not having a good day, I hope that this video can bring you some good vibes, some good smiles. So get all cozy, get your snacks, get your water, better stay hydrated. So this video is going to be about self-esteem, your self-worth, how you can improve that, how you can feel good about yourself, and just hopefully some helpful tips to help you guys on your healing journey and your self-love journey. Now, this is speaking from my perspective and my opinion, so what might work for me might not work for you, but I hope that it can help you out a little bit. I'm going to put timestamps from every tip. I do end up talking about my backstory a little bit, so if you want to skip past that, I'll have timestamps. If there's a certain tip that you don't really want to listen to, I will put timestamps so that you can just skip on over that. I'm also going to be doing my makeup sort of in this video, so we're going to be starting the video off with a bare face. My hair's going to be up, so if it gives you a little jump scare from this to that, oh well. I hope that this video really helps you guys out, and if you have any video suggestions or topics that you want me to talk about, let me know, because I have all the time in the world because I fractured my ankle, so I'm stuck at home, so I can't really do vlogs and all that kind of thing. But if there's anything that you want me to talk about, let me know. I hope you enjoy this video. Hello, all of my lovely people. As you heard in the intro, I'm going to be talking about confidence, how you can become more confident, how I've become more confident. So I have my little notebook. Look at me taking notes. So professional. Okay.
Boot this out. Ooh, ass this out. Ooh, hit it.
Can we just mention the skin? Ooh, she's hydrated. She is looking good. Disclaimer, this is not going to be a makeup tutorial, but I am going to be doing my makeup as I'm talking about the subject of this video. So let's just get into it. Without getting too deep into all of my trauma and just trauma dumping on y'all, we'll get to the surface level of how I grew up. Essentially, I felt as though I was a walking target. I dealt with fat phobia. I dealt with racism, and not to mention, I dressed alternative. I had glasses. I was a little quirky. I was just very different from the norm, very different from many other people. And on top of that, I also dealt with homophobia. So essentially, I was just a walking target, in my opinion. I felt as though I was very easy to bully. So I did, in fact, get bullied growing up. I also grew up in a very poor household who did not push the idea of taking care of yourself, of smelling good and good hygiene. And so a lot of my life, that was another issue that I struggled with, is that I always felt as though I smelled, my clothes just weren't the cleanest, and I just was never really taught how to take care of myself and how to do self-care and love myself. That's just something that was not taught in my household. I already forgot that I was doing my makeup, so I'm already slacking. Look at me go. But we're gonna start out with the brows. I might end up just kind of doing my makeup process off camera. That way I can stay focused with what I'm talking about and still doing my makeup, because it's a little hard when I'm having to, as you can see, look at myself and I'm not looking at the camera. It just gets me a little confused about what I'm talking about. So I feel as though my parents were never truly taught how to love and care for themselves, and that obviously moved on to me. So I give them love and grace that they never were able to teach me these things, because they were never taught these things and they didn't love themselves. I was surrounded by a lot of people who did not love themselves, who were constantly dieting and constantly talking bad about themselves. All of my family members just hated how they looked, and growing up pushed those issues onto me and made me feel as though I need to change in order to be better. I need to change the way I look. I need to fit in, etc., etc. So how did I do it? How did I shift myself from one mindset to another? That is kind of what this video is going to talk about. I have 5 tips that will hopefully help you guys. However, it's not going to be that easy. It's not just a simple 5-step routine to get yourself from here to here. This is just the best advice that I can offer to hopefully help you on your guys' journey. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's time frame is different. You might not be able to find confidence until you are in your 60s. Maybe you found it when you're 15, you know? Everyone has their own pace, everyone has their own time, and that is okay. So I really hope that this video can help you out, give you a little bit of tips, and if you have any tips that you would like to recommend to people to help them feel more confident, let them know in the comments. And I hope you guys can help each other out, because that would be really nice to create a little community to just bring each other up. I think that would be so great. So without further ado, let's get into it. So about 2 to 3 years ago, I vowed to myself that I'm never going to talk down about myself. I'm never going to say anything hateful to myself. And if I catch myself doing it, I'm going to tell myself something good about myself, which will eventually trick your mind into realizing, hey, it is not okay to be talking badly about yourself. You deserve to love yourself. You deserve to feel good about yourself. Now, it's easier said than done, I know, but just keep trying to remind yourself, gentle little reminders, like, hey, that wasn't very nice. How about think this way instead? The reason why I think this specific tip is so important, and that's why I made it first, if everyone around you, if entire society makes you believe that you are not worthy and that you are ugly, why would you want to contribute to that? You should be your biggest supporter. Now, whether you have to fake it to make it, or you actually feel these feelings about yourself, eventually you're going to get there. Eventually you're going to start feeling good about yourself, that everyone around you's opinion is not going to matter. You know who you are. You know how amazing you are. And eventually it's going to trick your brain into wanting that good, deserving respect. And then you're going to surround yourself around all these good people who deserve your energy. And speaking about people who deserve your energy, tip number 2 is surrounding yourself around good people who uplift you. Have you ever been around the type of person who is constantly making negative jokes about themselves or negative jokes about other people? Sometimes it can be considered a pick-me type of person. Do you ever notice that maybe you feel kind of drained once you're around them or once you leave? You know, having someone constantly in your ear talking about how ugly they are just makes you feel a little upset. I have definitely been one of those people that say, oh, I'm so ugly. Oh, like, look at me. I'm so disgusting. No one's gonna ever want to date me, etc., etc. And a lot of the times those people are just seeking validation. And mind you, that is okay. If you are the type of person to say that, that is okay. That is your own way of dealing with your emotions. However, you may not want to put yourself around these kind of people because it can get really draining. And if you still love this person, communicate with them. Like, hey, I know that you're going through your own things. However, it's really draining and it brings me down about how I feel. And if they continue not to change and they continue to act the same way, then it is up to you to decide your worth and if you deserve being near this person. Your worth is very important, and your worth and boundaries go hand in hand. If you're constantly letting someone cross your boundaries, someone who is very negative, you are believing that you are worthy of that energy. You are worthy of having them in your energy. And even if you feel like, oh, I just got to deal with it because I love them, you're doing a disservice to yourself. This one's going to be a little bit difficult to do, but I do think it's very important, which is managing what you consume on social media. Obviously, you can't control every single post that you see on social media. So when it comes to social media, I like to follow people who are plus size, who look similar to me, maybe people who are into fashion or creatives. I stick away from people who are pushing fasting or diets or exercising because they feel as though they need to lose a certain amount of pounds before the summer. I don't want to change who I am, so I don't need to see constantly people who are trying to change themselves to become skinnier or gain weight or whatever the case may be, because it is not something that makes me happy. Obviously, I can't get rid of every single post, but I can do my best to just like the ones that I personally like, that resonate with me, and get rid of the ones that don't. For the sake of your mental health, I think it is best to curate what it is that you're consuming. I believe we should amplify the accounts that are promoting diversity, that are promoting no matter what you look like, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you can have these really high-end model jobs no matter what you look like. I love that, and those are the type of content I want to support and see. So for my next tip that I have for you guys, exposure therapy. Now, I don't know if this is the proper term to call it, but it's essentially starting to slowly do things that you think are embarrassing, or starting to implement things into your closet that you think people might judge. Basically, slowly but surely pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. I believe this tip is so important because if you know me in real life, out of social media, I love to do silly things. I love to be loud. I'm loud and proud. You know that one scene in Cruella where it's like, I am woman, hear me roar.
How does the saying go? I am woman, hear me roar.
Anyways, start doing things that you think would be embarrassing. If you saw someone do that, like, oh, that's embarrassing. Start doing those things. That will eventually change your mind to know, like, it's okay to be silly. It's okay to be your full authentic self. And eventually you're going to feel comfortable that you're not going to feel embarrassed by doing these things. If you know me, I'm dancing all the time. I am loud in public. I don't care what others think of me. I am dressing in the most up top way imaginable. I'm wearing a skimpy outfit. I don't care. It's my life. I am going to be stuck with myself for the rest of my life. Oh, uh-oh. I am going to be with myself for the rest of my life, for like 80 more years or something, you know? That would make me 100. That's crazy. Maybe not 80 years, but essentially, I'm going to be my ride or die. I'm going to be with myself until the end. So I might as well have fun. I might as well dress the way I want, because is one person judging me really going to affect me for the rest of my life? No. It might affect me for one day, you know? But other than that, if someone else is judging you, they probably have something going on within themselves. In full reality, they can't see themselves being as kooky or as outgoing as you. And that sounds like a them problem, not you. So start implementing things that you have on your Pinterest board, or, you know, maybe you follow a creator that does this specific style that you love. Start slowly implementing. You don't have to go full hammy and completely change your whole style. You can still wear things that you feel comfortable in. However, I'm going to be honest, babes, you have to do the uncomfortable to become comfortable. You have to really go through it in order to become comfortable doing it. I assure you, once you start doing these things, it's going to feel so easy, and you're like, why was I ever complaining about this? Why did I never want to do this sooner? You know, I was doing so good with not dropping my phone up until now. So sorry for the little camera shift. Anyways, last but not least, advice that I can give you guys: give yourself time. Give yourself some patience and grace, because I think it's applaudable that you are even starting this journey, that you clicked on this video wanting to better yourself. So good job for you guys. That is so amazing that you want to even start this journey, because some people just kind of don't view that it's important and that they don't need to change, and they just become complacent. They become comfortable with where they are and they don't want to go through the change. So the fact that you guys are actively wanting to change yourself for the better and are trying to learn new coping skills and how to better yourself is just so amazing. And honestly, you deserve a little sweet treat. You deserve to treat yourself. Let me readjust myself. You deserve to feel good about yourself. So do some self-care, because the fact that you are starting this is so amazing. And I really want you guys to know how amazing it is. It is so, so good. Like I said, not many people want to start this journey. They will go their whole entire lives and pass it on to their children and still continue to be stuck in the same ways of thinking. So the fact that you are wanting to change is just amazing, and you deserve something. I'm telling you, get yourself a little treat, buy yourself a little something. You deserve it. I'm so, so proud of you guys. And this might be upsetting to hear, but this process is going to take a long time. I am still struggling with my confidence to this day. Outside perspectives may think that I am doing so amazing and that I love myself wholeheartedly. I still find things that upset me. I sometimes want to close myself in and not wear these really outlandish outfits that I'd like to wear. But I am working constantly on trying to better myself and deepen that self-love and finding new ways that I can love myself stronger and stronger. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I still feel down about myself sometimes. I am almost 21 years old. I'm literally turning 21 next month. Oh, that's crazy to say. I'm turning 21 next month, and I have not been in a long-term committed relationship. And all of the relationships I've had, they weren't it. I really did not respect myself. And whenever I fell in love with someone, or thought I fell in love with someone, I just didn't respect myself. All of my self-worth out the door. It was gone. So I feel as though, what is wrong with me? Why have I not been able to be in a committed relationship? What about me do people not like? And with that being said, I have to rebuttal that. You're just too sexy, that people are intimidated about you. They're afraid of you because you're just too hot and you know your self-worth. That's what I have to tell myself, because I do get a little down about myself, that I think there's something wrong with me, but there's not. It is just not my time yet. And that is okay, because I enjoy being by myself. I try to be as transparent as possible on my social media and let people know if I'm not feeling well. It's not just all hunky-dory all the time. I'm not confident all the time. Sometimes I need some affirmations. Sometimes I need some extra loving. And I don't want to give people this false narrative that I'm confident all the time, because that's not realistic. That is not the way the world works. That is not the way our brains work. We are always going to have those moments of being not confident and not feeling good about ourselves. But just know it's going to get better. You're going to feel more confident. It takes time, and that's okay. All right, I think that's all I have to say. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. The makeup, whew, the hair, she turned out real cute. Really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped you, even just a little bit. And if it didn't help you, I hope it made you laugh. I hope it made you smile. I hope I could have brought some good energy to you guys. If there is any topics that you would like me to talk about, let me know. I would love to talk about it. I really want to make more YouTube videos and really help raise the vibration and the vibes of the universe. and I feel like my voice can really make a difference and an impact. So if there's anything, any advice that you guys like want to know about, please let me know. If you have any fun video ideas you would like me to do, let me know. I can't go around and do vlogs really because I can't walk right now, but I can do my best to maybe talk about the topics that you guys want me to talk about. So if you have any video ideas, let your girl know. Comment down below. I will hopefully be making more videos soon. I really hope this helped. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Mwah. Love you all.